Hey guys, it's the team here from Authentic Mission, and I just wanted to do a follow up along with my fellow team member here. We've been working on a sitcom script idea about two best friends and someone new they meet through the store, and they open a medical marijuana store or like a little coffee shop kind of scenario because we believe with the Canadian government making it legal, or at least starting legislation hopefully within the spring of next year, that these are going to be the new sitcoms, and you're going to watch a bunch of them come up from, say, CBS, because they seem to do the newest stuff, and you're going to see stuff coming up from Netflix, and it's going to be about the stereotypical stoners or what do you call that? Trailer Park Boys. Now, I admit I like Trailer Park Boys in the beginning, but they're just ugh, ugh. So the show is not about stereotypical stoners, and you may have heard me as a church member and a spiritual user of marijuana say that there's a difference between spiritual and medical users and stoners. And what I mean by that is, I'm not going to name names here, but I know of a person I used to be very close with. I still love them. I care about them. We're supposed to care about each other. But there has to be a point where you cut yourself off from them. And that point came for me and the other members a little while ago. Other members of Authentic Mission were telling me to walk away from them, but I couldn't do it. I was scared to because I felt like I was going against my code of betraying a friend. But anyway, these friends would be the prime example of stereotypical stoners. Meaning, when you're getting cranky over the fact that you don't have God's plan, you don't use it to just relax after a hard day's work, maybe bond with your brother and sister of spiritual users, or medical users, then you got a problem. And what I mean by bond with them is like if you're if you're sitting there and you're just like yo sesh, and you pull out the weed and you put it on the table, um, and you're just like seeing who can top each other on getting stoned. That's not the way. Like if you got a guy going, oh look, I'll pack another bowl, and you got the peer pressure scenario going on. That's not responsible use. But if you're sitting there with your brother and your sister and your fellow spiritual or medical users, and you're like all smoking your own separate thing, uh, unless it's like in my personal opinion some sort of church ceremony or something like that, and you're praying after you smoke, and you're meditating, you're discussing what can make the world a better place. That's responsible use. But if, like I said, if you're just sitting there and you're going, yo, and you're just sitting there watching something like, I don't know, I'm gonna throw something out there. Nothing against the show that I might pick, but if you're just sitting there watching, I don't know, 50 Cent's rap movie, and you're equating weed with crack cocaine, then that's not responsible in spiritual use. But again, if you're using with your brother or sister and you're all using your own thing and you all got your own little sesh going on, and it's for meditative purposes and relaxation purposes, then that's responsible use. Like, I don't, excuse me, want anybody to think that I'm playing both sides, but when you're doing what my friends were doing that I had to walk away from, and you're calling someone, asking them for money because you got a child and you're out of diapers, but you damn well know they had money for weed the other day, then no, you're putting weed, even God's plant, doesn't come above anything else. Like, God's plant does not come above your child. Okay? If you are deciding between 2 bags of milk or some formula or some food for your kid, or getting a quarter to get high with your buddies and be cool, that's not responsible use. I hope I explained that right. I was trying my best. I will clarify more if need be on like religious purposes. Again, I'm just gonna end it by saying, like, sitting there with your fellow brother or sister of spiritual users, and you're all smoking your own thing, or um, um, and you're all, like, let's say with the dawning of spring, you're right, you want to celebrate the summer solstice, right? That's what some people call it. I don't give it a name, but I just, woohoo, it's spring. Thank God. And you want to smoke, or you want to have some cookies or something, that's fine. That's little bit of a religious celebration right there. But again, if you're like these friends I was referring to, and you're putting God's plant above your child, get out, because you're not respecting it. You're not respecting what God gave us, and quit.